Yeah, if you want to. Or is the keyboard working for you?
On this?
No, like now you put those away right now. Yeah, this one's not.
Is there like a number lock or like
I'm gonna reset.
okay. This one's not. Okay. The only issue I was having with was finding the logins. How do I find the logins for the soundtrack? I just need 3 keys.
Okay.
Because every time I click the emails, it doesn't show me like the logins.
Oh, okay. So it's just the email is bhac11 at bharts.org.
Remember to keep your eyes at them.
And the password is P, the @ symbol, 55 WORD, and that was a capital P. Looks like.
Okay. So, and can you tell me the login again?
The email starts with BHAC11.
Okay.
Oh, actually, it's under BHAC _
Okay.
11 at bharts.org. And it'll go 11, 12, 13. Those are the first 3 you can use.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna log in again.
Okay.
So really quick too, please remember what number you were as far as your email. If it was BHAC _ 11, 12, or 13 or 14. So just have that. Maybe write it down next to your sign-in sheet, name. So really quick, has anyone seen or heard anything interesting going on in the last few weeks? It doesn't have to be political. It doesn't have to be about being sick. Maybe you've seen a cool video of like a dog jumping over a fence. I don't know. Does anyone have any cool videos they've seen? Or any cool songs they heard where they were like, I like that song? Anybody going once, going twice?
I don't know. Let's see, but I think a couple of days ago, I brought a drum machine for them so they could use. And they really liked it, and the bigger like keyboard, like electronic keyboard, and the kids were pretty into it. So that,
What kind of drum machine was that?
It's a Uno. It's a tiny one. It's a Uno drum machine.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna need you to remember that you're right. You're on the left. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna write it next to your name.
Do you want me to do anything? After I get it?
I'll log you in.
All right, so can everyone see my screen right now? Because this is the screen you'll be working with. Once you sign in, this is what it looks like. But I'll wait until everyone's signed in and Dwayne gives me the thumbs up, and then we'll proceed with the first lesson. And we'll kind of let you know what we're working with, and after that, we're gonna watch a video, some inspirational art video that you can all watch and can ask questions about. But once we're good to go, just let me know, and then I'll work. You guys want to see a magic trick? Look, in this cup. It's a special cup.
Number 15. So now we're going okay, go ahead and put music. I'm gonna get you guys started. Enter the studio. Give us 1 second.
Should I tell you the maybe controllers or no? Okay.
Give me 1 second. We're gonna take you. We're just gonna get you on this side.
You can go on music.
Yeah, put music. And we can close the eye.
Okay.
All right, so everyone's gonna have a similar screen like this, correct?
We're good?
Yeah, everyone has a screen up. Their tracks are empty right now, but other than that, everyone has a screen up.
Okay, cool. So your screen probably looks different from this, right? Because this is
A little bit.
so this is what your screen would look like. It's just the intro screen to this. It's a sound trap. Up in the top right, up here where my cursor's at, that's the studio, and that's where we're going to be working at. So all this other stuff, your personal info, you guys can fill it out later. And so that way, if you ever sign into the wrong one, you can fill this out. Like what musics do you play? Like any type of instruments you play. What stuff do you like? So this is, you can all do this after. We'll take some time because a lot of what you're going to be doing today is just working on your own work, working on your own computer, trying to just fill out how the software works, okay? So if you have any questions in the middle of anything or as I'm speaking, you can raise your hand. That's why Dwayne's there. And if you have any questions for me, then I'll stop every few minutes to kind of pause and make sure everyone's at the right spot. So the first thing we're going to do is go to the studio, and that's in this top right corner. Click on that, and it takes you. You have to wait for a second, and then it takes you to this. So this is if you want to do a podcast, like just speak, and you want some things like that. Like maybe you just want to do some talk about something that happened in the day. That's what this is for. Music will give you a music project, and you'll be able to do different things from there, and it'll give you different options. If you see the demos, this is just demos of stuff they have here that you can look at. Later on, we'll let you go and kind of explore some of this and just listen to it and listen to what other people done and how they use this software. The cool thing about this is if you can remember the sign-in and your password and stuff, you can work on this stuff at home. You don't need to download anything or upload anything. It's all on the internet. So if you have a computer and you have the internet, you can use Soundtrap at home. So the first thing we're going to do is everyone's going to click on this music project. So once it comes here, go ahead, click on that and take a second and just let it load. All right. And once we're there, you'll see in the middle, it'll have these little sections that you can click on, and they get highlighted when you scroll over them, and they each say something. So browse loops. So this actual Soundtrap itself has a big library of loops that you can use. Different types of loops of instruments or synthesizers. We'll go through that in a bit. Patterns, and we'll show you how to make a pattern, like beat making. That's the next lesson. Playing a keyboard or a synth. I know at Pamela they have a bunch of these. That's what we'll be using, these controllers. And that will come at another lesson also. You can add audio tracks. You can add different types of tracks, and you can import audio tracks, and then This is to invite a friend, but we'll get to that later. The first thing we're gonna do is talk about today and learn about loops. So if you click on browse loops, it'll bring up this right here.
Click on browse loops. See where you click right here? Everyone should have the screen. So click right here on browse loops.
Right here.
Let's make sure it's showing the sound.
Click on that, and then it'll pop open this loops library. And if you go up to originals and drums, or
Click originals.
and then this is what, and you click right here, it'll give you a little. Can you guys hear the music coming out of my speakers from there?
Yeah.
Cool. So those are just different loops, and they're all usable. And by usable, I mean you can literally click and drop them into this area right here. And they'll play and they'll be part of your song. So before you drop any loops, just know where this is at, and then we're gonna put our attention down here to this. Can anyone tell me what that word says down here? Underneath this 80? You can yell it out.
Okay, so what happens after the click underneath there?
All right, so can anyone see this right here?
Okay.
It's called your tempo. So your tempo is the speed of the song.
Go ahead and click it. So the tempo is going to tell you how fast or how slow the song is. If the numbers are high, then the song's going to be really fast. If the numbers are low, the song is going to be slower.
Yeah. So to show you an example of tempo, I'm gonna click on it and I'm gonna make it at 100. And then you'll hear the metronome count at 100.
You can type in 100. We can go down to 100. So you guys change the tempo to 100.
I didn't save it, my bad.
Oh.
You gotta click on the tempo, the number 80, and then highlight it and press 100. And press confirm. So everyone, if we can do that right now, just change it to 100 so you can have the same. We can all have the same tempo, and this is what it sounds like: 100.
Is everybody at 100 BPM? Yeah. All right, everybody's at 100.
Okay, cool. So 100 is the BPMs, and that's the beat per minute. That's kind of how we measure distance with miles per hour in time. We measure the speed of a song through beats per minute. So each part of the beat is cut up into sections called measures or bars. And so these bars come in the form of however you're setting up your song, but we're going to be working with a time signature called 4/4. That means there's 4 counts in one bar. So it sounds like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you can see up here in the top of this area right here, it shows 1. That's one measure. 2, 3, 4. Those are 4 measures. And then these little marks are the counts. So there's 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then another measure. And then another measure. So one measure is 4 counts. So what we're gonna do together is we're gonna clap out 4 measures. So that's what it looks like. I highlighted it right in purple. We're all gonna clap out 4 measures. And I'll lead and then you guys just follow along, and you just count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it goes back to 1. So it's simple procedure. Ready, set, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was 4 measures right there. We just clapped out. So, and there's 4 beats in each measure. So that means the loops we use will be a certain amount of measures long. So if they're 2 measures long, they're going to be, it's going to sound like this.
Your metronome turned off.
My metronome turned off?
Yeah. It started and then it turned off.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
So that was 2 measures right there. So now what we're going to do is I want you to take 4 measures and try to put 4 different loops. So 1 loop a measure. So for instance, I'm going to show you, I'm going to go over here to the loop section. I'm going to try to find some simple loops to start off with. Maybe some hip hop stuff. So this is an example right here of a loop that exists, and right now this is longer than this loop is 4 measures. And let's say I only want 1 measure of it. I want you to get used to doing this and just shortening it. And you can make it as long as you want too, but for this project today, we're just going to do 4 measures. So wait until you get to the end right here, and you can see like a little cross arrows. Click on it and you drag it to the left, and that's 1 measure. So now I'm only going to play 1 measure of that, and it's going to stop. So you can use any loops you find in the loop pack, but just you want 1 measure. So some of these loops are 4 measures, 5 measures, you know, whatever it is, you want 1 measure, and you want 4 different loops. So that's today's project. We're going to do that today and tomorrow. And then tomorrow we're going to add something else on. So right now, just go through the loops. If you have questions, you know, raise your hand. If you want to show us something, let us know. And then after, we're going to listen to what everyone came up with, all the loops. See, there's weird ones too. And to put it on here, you just click and drag it, how I just did. Let me do it again. This raccoon beat, I'm going to get it and then drag it and drop. And you can see that this one itself is 4 loops. Well, I'm going to come bring my my cursor, and I'm going to find it right there, and then bam. And then I'm going to move this over. So now I have this. So it can be weird. It can change. If you look up here, there's all these different types of sounds, sound effects, synths. But for right now, you want only 1 loop playing per measure. So like this right here, it's pretty long. And if I want to use it, I'm going to have to bring it down to 1 whole measure.
Okay, drag it and then put it in one of the spots. You gotta drag it and click it, put it on the bottom. There, so now you see how I put it on the, now we will. Right? So now it's gonna play it for 2 seconds and it's gonna keep moving. So now, yeah, so we don't use this one. Don't worry about that. So now if you want other sounds, like guitars or other things that are up here, right? So if you want to put piano, okay. So now if you drag it and put it underneath, it's going to play both of them and start getting the song. So, but you're going to have to do that. The only thing is you have to put way over here, it's not gonna be able to play. If you put it together, then it'll play over one piece. Are you trying to want it? Okay, remember, you go here, there's cameras, there's all kinds of different sound kind of things. Right now? Okay, now let's down here.
So if you dig through all these loops, you'll find a lot of cool stuff. I mean, I'm just.
Okay. Great. Now find another piece. And any genre, drum, pop, hip hop, R&B, like slower songs, like. Okay, keep it on. Okay, what is the first name? You want to have more? Now, hopefully, you got it? Huh? What do you have so far? You don't want to change the okay, make sure you have this one, you have one. But if you make it not, then you're not going to give it. All right, give it a listen. No what? Change. Like he puts one loop in and then you put another loop What do you guys have for me so far? Wow, you guys made that? That's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's pretty much how it's going to start. You can pick different loops and you can layer piano, you can do guitar, you can do a bunch of different things over it. And you can also add with that keyboard call. So you guys, if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. If you want to know, or you're not sure on something, feel free to ask a question. How you doing, man?
All right, cool. So is everyone getting acclimated with the loops?
Is everybody understanding the loops a little bit? We're getting a little bit, everyone's messing around with it a little bit. But,
Cool.
okay.
So remember, once you get a loop in here, and if it's longer than one bar, you want to get it and just click on it and just drag and drop it till it's one bar. And one bar is each one of these squares. So if you want like something to size it up, you just put the front end to one of the squares, click and drag, and there you go. And you have one loop right here. If you don't want it, you can just delete it. Press delete. And if you don't want this track, you just delete the track. So this is what you should have right now. This is what it should look like. It should be 4 different loops playing in 4 measures. This is what mine sounds like. It's gonna sound.
Click right here and you delete track. If you don't want it, the sound will stay. Let's say there's a sound that you don't want. You go right here, click it, and you hear the delete track. You can delete the track. And then this is the drum track. And then all we do is just one. So if you ever want to change it, you can put the holding mat or you can put it. It's kind of cool. Congratulations. You're the different now.
I don't know.
Cool. So once we got that going on, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna actually bring in 4 bar samples, but everyone, I don't know, does anyone want to play theirs and see how it sounds? You guys have you guys are all using headphones or?
Everyone's kind of like, you can kind of hear it in their, they can hear it without headphones right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, but everyone has like 4, has everyone picked 4 different sounds?
Yeah.
Okay, after you get your 4 different sounds, now start taking out a space like maybe like us, you can hear what it sounds like by itself. You know, like maybe move it over, but it depends on you. Did you guys pick 4 sounds yet? Do you have 4 sounds? Yeah. Okay, make sure you slow everything over. There you go.
Is that your Johnny?
Alright, keep going, we're hearing it. We need one more sound. This one is just like, just find one more.
Yeah, and then hold that.
Make sure it's all the way over. All the way over.
Yeah, there you go. And then like and then usually for
So those are all drums, right? So now you're gonna do all your loops are gonna be in here. So now you can get like a piano, now you go to you can pick one you want.
So now, once you have your 4 loops, the next part of this is you're gonna take that first loop and you're gonna select it. All right, is everyone ready to go on to the next section? We're all good?
Alright. You see how there's no space left in there? That means there's no sound. So go back to it. And click on this, and it's going there. Alright, now, you can do you want to pick the next sound? Okay, here. Okay, so we're gonna make a piano section, right? So right here, we play the piano. So you can do which ones you want to listen to. So now you can listen to which kind of piano you want. And just play these and figure out which one you like, and then we're gonna grab it over here. You want piano, you want guitar, what instrument do you want? A flute, a saxophone, trumpet. And just, it's really fun. When we find one, you let me know, and then we'll show you how to put it in your. Okay, you guys keep looking together. And if you get one close to you, like I like that one, we'll put it in. You like that one? No. What are you guys doing so far? What are you guys at right now? Okay. What got on? Okay. You guys do that all by yourself? Wow. What about you? You got your food in there? Oh, baby. No. Sure, go with me. All the way, all right, and then make sure it fills, it has to be into the line, so either you go all the way out or extend the side, open the side. There you go. There you go. Right there. Now try to put it and see what it feels like. Cool. Well, okay, here's another thing. Here's a circle. Here's a circle. So it'll repeat like that. Now, the start here, you stop. You like that. Okay, now right there, and we have to move on. To the fourth. To right there. So this one, here goes the fourth bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now when the first play, and if you guys want to change the drums or anything, remember you're going to all the circuits are mixed out, and add them on here as the fullness of the song. Okay? All right. So if you guys like the drums, if you guys want to change the drums. You want the drums? Okay. You guys want to add anything else? Okay, what other sound do you have? Well, remember, it's going to be like, we'll get in some of your left. We're going to get they're all going to be in here. Okay. No, pause this in here. It's not as funky as I thought. Like, you try to keep it fun. And you get here. If you hear something that's like, you suggest it. You guys are trying to study here or what? Yeah. Are you guys hearing it though? Kind of you can just get sort of different sounds here, and then let's say you wanted to just not have that sound here, you can like shut it down. Yeah, like that, with the section, then it was just out of there.
All right, so is everyone doing good, Dwayne? It looks good?
And then again, I'm gonna have a listen to double sound. You guys are getting it a little bit more? Okay.
All right. So I want everyone to get used to using those loops and being able to make them longer and shorter, like I'm doing right here. All right. So if you notice, we got these whole loops and we tore them down like this, you know, however long they are, and we brought them down to one little bar. If you notice on top right here where it says loop, when you scroll on top and it has like a little circle that's going like that, that loop, you can make that loop go over as many times as you want. All right. So the next thing we're gonna do is you're gonna get each loop and you're gonna move it over so you can make one little part of a song. And you're gonna take each loop and stretch it out to those 4 measures. And this one, like say, if you see this one I have right here, it's not stretching out to the full 4 measures. Huh? So I'm gonna take the little loop icon and move that over, and there you go. So I'm gonna move all these over, and now I'm gonna have one whole piece of a song. And this is how easy you can lay out ideas using the loops with this software.
Your sound was
What's up?
your sound was like in and out. It started and then went away.
Okay, how about now? Is it good right now?
First play.
Yeah, I'll play the beat.
It did the same thing. It goes away. I only hear it when you stop it and start it. When it's playing by itself, it goes away.
Really? What about now?
Now it's playing.
Okay, I think I just have to keep it low on my end.
Okay. I think it's not picking up on Zoom.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's because when you stop talking, it stops picking it up.
Hold on, let me make sure I'm sharing my audio.
All right. Okay, here's what we need you guys to do. If you know how to drag it, and you show her okay, so I'm going to take the control. I'm going to take the crown. I need you to drag all the controls and add to the port. So this sound, this sound, this sound, this sound, drag it out. There you go. One more. Almost. Make sure it's not sit. There you go. And then restart. Bring them all the way over to like you did the first one.
All right. Is that better? All right, cool. So that's my whole beat right there that I made with all those measures stretched out to 4 bars. So it sounds like this. All right, so the cool thing about this is all these loops right here, they're royalty free, so you can just grab them and you can make whole songs, you can make entire ideas, and what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you a video on YouTube, and as I'm playing the video right now, I want everyone to kind of just dig through their through the loops and listen to loops that you think fit what the video looks like. All right, so that will be the last thing we're going to do for today. That's going to be the final project for today. And then we'll pick that up again tomorrow when we meet up again. And then we'll add on how to make drum beats, okay? So, but before I play the video, I want everyone to do this to their track. I want them to get each loop that they had that was at one track each, at one measure each. And I want you to stretch it out to the entire 4 bars.
You guys stretch it out. Make sure you stretch each one of those out to 4 bars.
And to loop whatever you have right here, if you notice I have this gray part with the arrows in between. If you click this, let me kind of, that part, this little loop, it'll turn the arrows, it'll turn them purple. And that is a continuous loop. Was that loud? Yeah, it's pretty low on my end. All right. It can't be that loud. So everyone do that right now. And so let's get your four loops going for 4 measures.
Nice. Good to do. Let's check it out. You know where to find that one? Okay, type this in. Here, delete that and type in local YAV port. Or put YAV port. Let me show you. I was like, this is some notes. Yeah, you guys want to play with your solutions? Sure. Did you find it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
There you go. Okay. Oh, because I'm sure. So we can do the whole sound, so it's not going to be long. So you can put this wherever you want it to be. You can put it one at a time. You can drag another one and put another one like in a house spot. You can take it out sometimes. So press play or press play. Okay. So first,
You type on this and you put it in any song.
You don't want to add anything else? No, you're good like that? Are you sure? You don't want to add like old rules or like.
What happened to this?
I dropped my computer in the garage. So I'm trying to get it fixed maybe in like a week. But it's like, oh man, it still works. Yeah, like maybe like a couple weeks ago. I almost cried. But it's okay. It's nothing that can't be fixed. Okay, question. Your name is Johnny, right? Can I get your last name?
Torres.
And your name is? Anthony. And your name is Antonio, right?
CD player machines?
And what was your last name?
It would not sound like that.
That's like a broken CD player.
It's like a 1980.
Oh.
You guys want to have that one? Yeah, that one, you can sing out into the ground. And Amy, what's your last name?
All right.
Are you big Sam? Let's produce the credits. Everyone together. All right.
We're good.
Yeah, everybody pause their songs right now. Which one? In the line? No, we're gonna make it longer if we have to. Because right now, you guys pause right now, and we're gonna listen to the front of the class right now, so we can learn some more about it.
Okay, cool. So to save this, we're gonna go over how to save something really quick. If you go up to where it says untitled to the right side, and you click that pencil,
We're gonna have to learn how
name
to
it.
sing right now.
So once again, you just come up to this pencil, name it, and I'll name it song 1 or beat 1, and then in the middle right here, there's this save button. You can click on it, and it saves your project for you directly onto your file. So if you go home, it'll be there too.
You guys leave on it. Hey, you guys can call it. You got it? Okay. Call it whatever you want, and then click save.
All right. So what we're gonna do now is, I'm gonna show you this video on a place that's been abandoned for years, and the project I want you to do is watch this video and try to come up with no more than 3 loops that you think will go well with the video. I'm gonna play the audio with the video just so you can hear it, but you're gonna be thinking of the song. And the video is short, and it's just drone footage from Chernobyl, which was an area in Russia that had that was radioactive, and one of the power plants exploded, so people had to leave the city, and they couldn't stay there because it was radioactive. So, let me know if everyone can see it.
Уважаемые товарищи, городской совет народных депутатов.
So this city was just left here for years, and since there's radiation, people couldn't go there because they'd get sick. So this is a drone. Someone sent a drone in because people still can't go there because radiation's the half-life is a couple hundred years, I think. So that means the radiation itself won't leave the area for another few hundred years. So they sent drones. Now that we have drones, and now we can see what it looks like after the city just got abandoned. They just said run, and they left. So this is what it looks like.
Сообщает, что в связи с аварией на Чернобыльской атомной электростанции в городе Припяти складывается неблагоприятная радиационная обстановка.
play the music because it's kind of sad. I want you to kind of have your own emotions about it, about what you see, like when you see abandoned cities. And stuff like that. Some of you might want to do something creepy, like a horror movies those type of sounds, or something faster. So just watch the video and then you can start. I'll play the video over again, and then you can start kind of going through the loops for the last 30 minutes that we're here in the class. You can start going through all the loops, and you can start, trying to listen to things that you think will fit well.
I was supposed to tell you, but we have until 5:15 because he has another class.
Oh, okay. So for the next 10 minutes, so you can do that right now. I'll play it again right now, and then the next 5 minutes, look for some loops that you might think might fit like a creepy, eerie, abandoned city, and then press save on the top of your of that studio session.
You guys saved already, right? You did, so your other one saved. Now, find something that maybe sounds like eerie like that, maybe like violins.
I think you can.
Yeah, sad, okay. So, if you're looking for something sad, first thing you're gonna do.
So if you even type in loops, you can probably find some stuff on creepy ambient sounds. So I just typed in scary sounds right now, and that's what I got. Oh, that one's creepy.
That's scary.
It got some cool stuff inside these loops, so that can fit with, that fit pretty well with this stuff. It looked like a horror movie or something,
So this one you could find it. You saved already, right?
Yeah, that was good.
Why not? Search for something like that.
Alright, cool.
You got it scary.
I like that one.
You can type it in. You can type it in. You can type it in. For this nice one? Both of those are creepy. So I'm scared.
It's like the chipmunks.
You need a longer one there. It has to be a little longer.
That sounds scary, dude. Maybe.
Imagine hearing that on the radio.
Anything else? You have any more response?
Or that's all you want.
Response, you can do it.
That's good. It's like a
It's
circle.
very-
When it's on the
Yeah,
circuit,
you have one
I
side that's-
recognize that, like, yeah, it's that.
Yeah.
All right, what do you guys found?
All right. So for the last 5 minutes, when we wrap up, I want to ask: does anyone have any questions? Does anyone have any interesting insights that they thought of while in the class? Maybe they heard some cool sounds, or they remember something that they used to like back in the day, or is there any ideas that came to? Does anyone want to go first? Anyone want to bring it to light or talk about what they're working on?
You can turn it off. So that's like the volume. Move it up. Let's move up and then I think got it. That's play now. You can have it super loud now and you can turn it down. You can have it down. Bring it down all the way, and then to each hand.
Left. L-A-U. A. L-A-U.
So anyone have any questions or anything? Have you ever been in the hang of it? What was it? Understanding it a little more? That's good. Every day they go, understanding more of it, better and better.
Yeah.
You guys understand it a little bit more? All right, cool, cool. What's up? Huh?
It's like jump scared. Yeah. I'm gonna do it.
That means they're ready. So maybe if you do something scary, it'll switch to just scary. Alright. Well, everything, like so far, so far, everyone's like figured out the basis of like learning the loops and stuff. And having multiple loops, so far, so good. Well done, man.
All right. All right, cool. So what we'll do tomorrow is we'll pick up where we left off. We'll work with some loops. We're gonna show you how to make your own drum beats. And we might even introduce how, playing some stuff on the keys here, okay? So just make sure you save everything and you sign out properly. I'm pretty sure they'll have a procedure there, to put things away, or maybe you just probably won't put things away. Let them put it away, and then you guys go about the day. But I want to thank everyone for being here. I want to say you guys all did a good job. Thank you for paying attention. If you have any questions, you can let us know. Let Dwayne know right there. You can go right now. Let us know right now. Or you can bring it up tomorrow and we can talk about some other stuff. So just think about more ideas about, tomorrow. Just kind of try to come with maybe I want you all to start conversations about music, and maybe think about some of your favorite music, and let's talk more about it tomorrow. So we'll have another question of the day tomorrow on another video, okay? So thank you everyone for rolling through. Stay safe, keep your face covered, all that. Dwayne, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ooh.